Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I am doing an infill on this lovely client here that you've seen on my channel loads of times. The design that I'm currently removing is also on my channel, so if you want to see how I did that, then head over to that video. So I'm just removing the previous design. As you can see, I'm using the purple willow e-file bit. And I'm just removing the bulk and some of the previous, and all of the previous design. I like to remove the bulk when using coloured builder gels, just so I can see the natural nail and see obviously what condition it's in, and then if there's any issues, I can remove it properly obviously and have a look what's going on. But not that I've ever had any issues, just throwing it out there. It's nice to be able to see it. You don't want to keep having an opaque builder gel on and then not be able to see what's going on underneath. So I'm just removing the design now. My client's basically inspo was lilac. That was the colour she wanted to go with, and as I explain in every single video I do of this client's nails, she always sends me about 10 photos, sometimes a few less. Sorry if you just heard that notification. I forgot to put my phone on silent for this voiceover. But she always sends me a few photos just of some inspiration. But it's quite funny though, because she always sends me a few photos of like completely different designs. So it's just quite ironic, because she'll send me one that's like abstract look, then the next one will be like floral, then the next one will be something completely different. And yeah, so I sort of just ran with it this time, like I always do, to be fair. She's never not liked her nails, and she's very comfortable and confident in me just choosing what she has, because she knows that I know what her style is like, and she always likes them in the end, so that's what matters. So I'm just taking off the dead skin from the nail plate now and pushing back the cuticles with the Anastasia bit from Willow Academy, and now I'm just going over the nail surface of like the what's it called, the natural nail and the builder gel with my sanding band to make sure it's all nice and smooth. I have got this video sped up ×2, so I'm doing everything doubly as fast on the camera than I actually am, so I'm not putting a lot of pressure on it, just looks like I am because it's quicker. But nice, and just get the nail nice and even, so when I go over with my next layer it's nice and smooth and not going to be too difficult to get it nice and even, so then I don't have to finish file, and that's obviously a step that's handy to have to miss out, because it takes time and it's good to not have to do every single thing. So I'm just doing that on all 10 nails. Obviously I'm only filming one hand, but I do it on the other hand off camera. And once I've done that, I'm going to get my hand file and I'm going to shape these nails. We do mix up the shape of this client's nails a bit. Sometimes we'll go like rounded. Majority of the time we go like a soft square, like rounded square sort of look. She types a lot, so no matter what shape we start with, she always ends up with a bit more rounded than we started. But I decided to go for more like a I can't really say coffin because it's not that tapered, but more like a tapered square this time, just to mix it up a little bit, because I think that's about the only shape we haven't actually done as of yet, so I gave it a go. So I'm just using my hand file to sort that out now. This is just a 240 grit. Don't need anything too aggressive, obviously we don't want to ruin the nails at all. This one, there is a bit of a corner missing, so I did have to tweak the shape of this one slightly to get it to look as close to the shape of the other nails as possible. I had to take the length down of it anyway by the end of it, because it was a lot longer than the others. So yeah, just hand filing all of these nails into shape, and then once I've done that I'll go in with base coat. I thought I'd press play, but obviously didn't put enough pressure on the button when I clicked it, because I didn't. In the end, I only ended up filming the base coat on the thumbnail, but obviously base coat's base coat, it's pretty boring, it's just a layer of clear thin gel. So I used rubber base from Gel Perfection, which is called Super Base. As you can see here, I'm just shortening this nail to get that shape a little bit better, and it worked out really well. So I just softened the corners a little bit, and then that was what we went with. So yeah, and then I obviously, like I said, didn't press play properly, so you'll just see me base coat the thumbs, but then we can go on to gel, builder gel application, which you've seen a million times, because you've seen me do it every 3 weeks on this client for a start, and obviously I've done other videos, so there is a lot of videos in my watch me work folder now, so definitely look at that playlist if these are the types of videos that you're into. So just applying that base coat, getting it nice and neat. If you get any on the skins, make sure to remove it before putting it in the lamp. And then I'm going in with Blush Builder Gel from Gel Perfection. I absolutely love this colour and it went perfectly for this design. We do change up the Builder Gel colour sometimes. I use clear if I'm not using the Builder Gel for the design at all. I'm just going to be painting over it. And I use Apricot if I'm using a warm colour. or darker colours, and then I use blush, which is obviously this one, if I'm using lighter colours, or pastels and that sort of colour and that sort of colour scheme. So this went perfectly for the design that I was going with. So as you can see, I just pop a slip layer on really quickly, and then I put a thicker layer on top of that, and obviously it just floats into that wet layer underneath. And then I go in with my detail brush, which is the striper from Magpie Beauty, and I use that to just move it where I want it, get it right up to the side walls, over the free edge so we don't have a lip at the end of the nail, and then also around the cuticle area if I didn't get close enough with my bottle brush. So I'll just let you watch this for a couple of seconds and then we can get on with the design. So here I am just going in with French Lavender, which is from Gel Perfection. I'm just putting some random patches of it on that pinky nail, just with any old brush that you can just get a bit on and just throw it on sort of thing. And then I'm going to do a full coat of it on the full nail on the ring finger and index finger. The ring finger and index finger are going to be the same, just with a slightly different stamped image, and the pinky and thumb are going to be the same. And then the middle finger, as you can see here, I'm just doing the corner, and then I will outline this with white and the Glamour Gel. So I'm using Alaska for my white, which is also from Gel Perfection, and then I will use a Glamour Gel, which is number, oh, I don't know, let me just have a quick look. My swatch is number 7 of the Glamour Gel collection from Brill Bird. I'm using that as my glitter polish in this design, and I will use some of that on this nail, the ring finger. It's on all of them, to be fair, and you'll see how I use it as the video goes on. But it's only a minute left of this video and you're going to see exactly what I'm doing. Obviously I just do all that and then top coat, and that's it for this video. So I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back soon with another one. Bye.